Someone put some bit music on. Whoa.
Oh shit.
Nice. Whoa, where's it coming from?
Woohoo! Yeah! Again! Behind the screen to see those emojis! Let's see them emojis!
Whoa.
My VR and my AR and my MR and my 2D people. I'm in your ears right now. Look at all those hearts. Oh my gosh. I wish you guys could see what I'm seeing, but I'm not streaming at the moment. So cool. Welcome to Behind the Screens. I am SadGamerDad, your host with the most, that's Ghoster's thing, but I'll be your host tonight. Thank you for coming down to Alt Space. This is so exciting. We got a great show in store for you. Thank you for you folks who are out here. Can I get some hearts for those who are on mobile right now? Anyone on the gear? We got any? How about let's get some love for our gear users? All right. Yeah. Got some gear. How about some Vive users? Rift users? Anyone? Rift? Vive? All right. I don't usually do this, but I like to kind of check and see who we have out in the audience this with us. If anyone's over in the secondary instance, I won't be able to hear you, but that's okay. Cool. We'll hang out after the show. There'll be some Q&A time with our special guests, who I'll get to here in a little bit. But first, I want to talk about this week. I had some crazy crap happen this week. I think we all did. Oculus users? Yeah, we had a little problem with Oculus. What happened, guys? Did somebody not pay their bill out there at Facebook? Is it a Zuckerberg thing? Do we need to loan him some money? Maybe he needs a Patreon? I don't know. So what's up with that? If you've checked your email, if you've used your Rift in the last month, since February, I think JustJohn was telling me, you can get a $15 game credit. So check that out.
Yeah, it's not here yet though.
So whoever can do the video first, and maybe our guest tonight can do a best games $15 or under. Whoever gets to do that video is probably going to go viral if they haven't already. They've probably already done it. There's probably like 15 of them on YouTube already.
I have no comment.
What else has happened this week with me? John and I got together on my Twitch channel. So check out my Twitch, guys. I just started a Twitch like a week ago. I'm streaming five times a week, 4 times during the week, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and then twice a month on Sunday because those other 2 times a month, I'm over here doing this gig. And this gig is freaking awesome. I love to hang out with you guys. But over at Twitch, and I'm not gonna tell you the name, but it's sad_gamer_get. Okay, I told you the name. I lied. But to check that out, John and I got together. We played some Standout. Anyone into Standout? Anyone know what Standout is? Some emojis. Anyone play PUBG? So Standout is a virtual reality PUBG clone, and it's in early access. John and I got together and played it, and
had a blast at it actually.
We teamed up. We had a lot of fun, didn't we? We teamed up and we cheated, and so they'll be implementing a cheat fix for that pretty soon. They actually just came out with a weather update, so I'm looking forward to playing in the bad weather. But I got to crawl through some grass, and this is the first shooter game I've actually gotten down on my floor. I'm glad somebody in my family didn't pop the door open and wonder what the hell I'm doing in here. I'm crawling around on the floor, and John's like, "Behind you!" And I just turn around and start spraying and praying, right? And I killed whoever it was.
The best part about this situation is I had already come out. It was a wheat field. I came out of the wheat field. I went up to the house. I looked around, scoped, turned around. He's crawling. Someone else is crawling behind him. I paused for a second. They're like, "Wait a minute."
How about the hand slap? You can actually smack someone to death in that game. And I was practicing using my satisfaction slap. I was up to somebody in the lobby and I was like, "Give me a satisfaction of smacking your face to death, sir." And then I started doing like a spin, like a helicopter spin, and they were playing like some mariachi music. It was insane. I hope they were a streamer and they got it on someone's channel. It was great. But we played that, and we played a new mode in Killing Floor. And John, you want to talk about holdout mode? What that's about? That's pretty sweet.
Yes, holdout. I mean, anyone who's played the Killing Floors games before knows that it's about endless waves, horde mode type stuff. So a lot of people were disappointed when Killing Floor Incursion first came out.
Any fans? Killing Floor?
Yeah, anybody?
Any franchise fans?
One.
It's a franchise.
Got
Come
Arthur
on.
over there.
All right.
So eventually they implemented the holdout mode. I forget exactly how long ago they initially came out with it. I want to say it was actually closer to the holidays that it did. But now in VR, we now have the endless zombie waves or Z waves that we get to fight now, and it was hectic, especially since we ran into a bug during the second time we played.
We played like an hour straight that last third round at least with no bosses. And the first 2 rounds we were like getting bosses. At one time 3 or 4 of them with these big screw turning hands like Big Daddies from BioShock, right? Coming at you at the same time. And it's really pretty freaky. If you don't have good VR legs, so to speak, then you might easily get nauseated in there. But yeah, I don't know if we broke that game too or what. Like standout, did we find a bug? I don't know. Devs.
I don't know.
Devs,
I haven't read up on it yet.
send me an email. Maybe we found a bug. I don't know. But that was an awesome experience. So check those games out. Standout VR Battle Royale, Killing Floor, Incursion, both available on Steam. Go check the Steam VR bestsellers. You'll find them.
Killing Floor, of course, is on the Oculus Store as well.
It is on the Oculus the Oculus Floor with Killing Store. Now I got those all screwed up. Strike that, reverse it. But yeah, it's out there on the Oculus Home as well. It's a lot of fun. So let's hear it for my co-host over here, who I've already been chatting with. Let's have some emojis for JustJohn, my brother from another mother. JustJohn's always here as my co-host. He adds commentary when we have our gaming events live here and behind the screens. I want to thank everyone that joined in from Oculus. Anybody came in from Oculus events, thank you. Thank you to AltSpace for hosting this awesome event in the Oculus space. So that brings me to our special guest tonight. And I am so excited to have these 2 amazing ladies here. Do we have any fans of our guests here tonight that popped in? I was hoping some of their community would come in from their Discord. Woohoo! All right. So these 2 ladies are known as Passionate VR Adventurers on their YouTube channel, which has been growing like crazy. I've watched these 2 ladies grow from just a small number of followers to a lot of followers. Way more than I got. Hint, hint. Come on, guys. What are you doing? Come on. No, it's okay. But these 2 ladies are from the Netherlands, and they were recently in a Brass Tactics promotion from Oculus, and they gave away an Oculus Rift. Is the winner of the Rift in the audience tonight? That would be really freaking cool if they were. I don't think they showed up, but I saw it on Facebook who they were. So shout out to Sour Girl. Sour Girl won the Oculus Rift from our guest. So without further ado, let's get both these cool ladies on the stage. My special guest tonight, I'm so happy to have Cas and Chary from Cas and Chary VR channel. Let's see some of those emojis. Let's break that emoji record. Woo! Woo! Woo!
Hooray!
Yeah! Yeah!
Woo!
Yeah, thank you for having us.
There they are. Hi, ladies. Fist bump. Fist bump. Y'all got hands? Fist bump for Chary.
I'm too
Fist
lazy
bump for
to get
Cas.
up.
All right.
We'll continue.
John's stuck in the couch, so he's too lazy to get up. He's implanted in there like a little lawn dart. He's a dartboard over there. But let's get to questions here on behind the screens. As I always say, we like to get behind the person that's wearing the VR headset and know what goes on with that person. Get a little bit more information than we can just get out there on the internet. So get to know you guys a little bit better. Now this week was International Women's Day happened this week.
Oh,
Yeah, how about that? Let's hear it for our ladies in VR. And AllSpace actually had some promotional materials for women in VR. I think it's really awesome to see the women that are getting involved in VR lately and doing lots of really creative things. And I already mentioned the Brass Tactics promotion that Cas and Chary got to do, and that was really cool. And they'll probably speak to that here in a little bit. But let's talk about some of their history, if you will. I'm very interested in learning this. How did the 2 of you guys decide to get together, decide to do a VR channel? I mean, you're just like, hey, let's check this VR thing out, and then let's go more serious with it. You know what? How did that come about? I'm interested to know what got you to motivated to do a VR channel.
Yeah. Oh, I think Cas is the best in explaining this one.
Yeah, because I kind of got her into it because I was always very interested in technology. And well, when Facebook acquired Oculus back in 2016, I think, I heard of it, and then I was like, wow, this is awesome. This looks awesome. How awesome would it be to just put on a headset and then be immersed into a whole different world? A little bit. Okay, but yeah, that's when we were like, okay, we need to get on one of those headsets.
So you started off with the Oculus Rift or the DK1 or the DK2?
Well,
what did you get first?
That's a funny story actually, because we wanted to try it first before buying, and my company I work for, it's an IT company, and they only had the HTC 5. So
they had the Vive. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I also invited her with us to go to the company and try it out, and then we were just totally sold. We tried 12 Pros and we were sold.
Okay, so Cas, you have the technical background as a career, sounds like, and Chary, were you technical, like a techno person at all, or not until you played the Vive, or were you into gaming before that? You have a gaming background?
No, more in her direction. She actually like dragged me into it a little bit.
Dragged you into it.
She
Hey,
loves
you got to
gaming.
see this. You got to see
I
this.
love gaming though. I do love gaming.
I know, right?
I
No one games as hard as this guy on this couch over here, by me. JustJohn. This guy games more than anybody in VR
Oh,
and
really?
outside of VR that I know. It's like I play.
stream.
He
Too
just doesn't
distracting.
stream. If he streamed, he'd have hours upon hours upon hours of footage. But he is kind of like my
I already
coach
broke my
for
first set
gaming.
of controllers just from overuse.
Yeah.
Oh no
By the time
way.
and to give you an example of this, by the time I get in and I played like 3 hours of the game, he's played like 40 hours of the game, and I'm just like, man, dude,
You're like,
you're amazing.
I'm pro, and then
I love
never mind.
my games.
Yeah, you
It's
do.
a hobby.
And I love to play the games, but I just don't have enough time to get to all of them, unfortunately. And I'm pretty bad at them, but I have JustJohn to get my back, as I said, with the standout and help me out during games
Yeah,
like
we
that.
You can live
as well, right?
vicariously
You
through
do
me.
like gaming.
All right, so as I got a second question, as passionate VR adventurers, as you guys say in your channel, and what what do you love most about VR? I mean, what is it about VR that you really love? That you got into it and said, I'm going to continue to do this. And what drives you still to say? And I think your catchphrase, what's y'all's catchphrase? VR on? Is that what you say at the end of your videos?
You're on.
And then poof.
Yes.
VR on. So what does VR on really mean to all to those of us who don't really those who are tuning in who don't really understand what the passion about virtual reality is and how to get behind that?
I guess it's just because for me personally, it's just you can do so much in VR.
Yeah.
It's not only
Like
about
this.
gaming. Yes.
Whoa,
like
whoa.
this, you know, right?
Like this. See,
So-
someone
and-
just
and
randomly
like-
showed up.
Yeah.
That just happened.
You can meet so
don't know
many
that person.
people as well. Make friends.
Yeah.
Like
Okay.
SadGamerDad is our
Yeah,
new.
I actually met you guys through a mutual VR tuber group that we're in on Twitter, and I started following some of your live streams that you do. Do you guys want to mention when your live streams happen, just for
Yeah, it's,
audience sake, so
on
everyone knows when you
Saturday.
guys stream?
Yes,
Okay.
our regular schedule is on Saturday at 8 p.m. Central European time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Alright.
So check them out. I first watched them do Skyrim VR, and I remember you guys were
that's
using the
cool.
touch controls, and you're riding the horse, and you guys were being like super cool and descriptive as to what the experience was like, and that's what drew me to your channel. Is like they really
Nice.
describe the experience well, and your videos are amazing. The way you do like a breakdown of the game at the end, and
Mhm.
what you liked about it, and you kind of do a review, and you give it some different points you highlight, right? And that sort of thing. I just get in there and play a
Yes.
game when I do one, and I'm just like, I'm lazy, right? I don't do the extra stuff. I'm just like, yeah, this is a pretty cool game, go buy it, or whatever. But I really love the extra mile that you two put into your videos to really help the consumer know if that's the right product they want to go out and spend their money on.
Yeah, we really try to be relevant and try to help inform VR users as well, but also promote it.
You guys do a
Yeah.
great job. Let's give a hand for people that take time as a hobby. I mean, you guys have day jobs the same as I do, and this is basically taking time and spending a lot of time to promote VR, or as I like to say, evangelize it. I feel like a Southern gospel preacher. You got to evangelize VR to the masses. But I want to talk about a recent thing that happened with you guys. You talked about your fellow VR streamers like myself, And
Yeah.
I think it's really awesome. I'm really privileged. I am so very lucky, privileged to be a part of the same group with you guys and how amazing you guys are. But can you talk about when you actually got to physically go and in real life, as we say IRL in this world, meet some of these streamer folks at the, I believe it was a gathering in Stockholm, Sweden. And can you talk about who you got to meet and what that experience was like meeting someone and you know, who was the most memorable to meet in real life, and you know, who stood out to you among some of the streamers?
Ooh.
Or who
a
were you
hard
looking
one.
forward to? Like, who are you nervous about meeting? That sort of
all
thing.
really
I think that
great,
might be
though.
interesting.
They were
If you
all
don't know,
really
just
great.
say the name of the most volatile
Yeah,
one, so they don't come after you.
Oh, actually, I was looking forward to meeting. Like, I didn't want to meet anyone now. Kidding.
We'll name some. Well, I'll drop some names. I'm not afraid to drop streamer names up here.
No, no.
But,
Actually, we do have one name. I think for me it was Lonely Viper.
okay,
you
the
guys
Lonely
know him?
Viper.
Yeah. Yes.
So the
because,
Lonely Viper.
Yes.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. I haven't watched a lot of the Viper's material, but does
Yeah.
Viper never shows his face, right?
Yes, he never
Yes,
shows
and
his
that is
face.
why.
That's why.
He's
That's
a
so
mystery.
It's a
He showed
mystery.
his face to us.
Oh,
Yes.
really? You guys got to
Describe
see
it.
The man behind the screen.
the man behind the mask, like the
Draw him.
screens. for
Yes.
real. Yeah, we will do an impromptu version of Pictionary. Let's get it over. No, I'm just kidding. But
Load of
Lonely
drawing
Viper.
We have a drawing
So
up.
So was there anything about Viper that was that he does? Did you learn anything about what he does to promote VR, or is he new to VR? I don't know much about the Lonely Viper, or any of the other ones you got to meet. He just makes content. Just
But we also met
some VR.
Rowdy guy and Nate.
you met Rowdy, okay?
Yeah.
Let's talk
Guy.
about Rowdy Guy, because Rowdy Guy did something really cool recently. And did you guys see what he proposed in VR to his fiance?
Yes. Oh, we saw it.
Or to
We
his
actually
girlfriend, who's
congratulated
now his fiance.
him. Yeah.
So congrats to Rowdy Guy. Congrats, Rowdy. It was really
Congrats.
awesome.
Congrats,
And
Rowdy guy.
you can go to his YouTube channel, Rowdy Guy, and
Congrats.
you can see that video. He actually made a world in, what was the Tilt Brush, I think
Tilt
was the
Brush, yeah.
application. He made
he
this
did
little
Tilt
world,
Brush.
and his girlfriend doesn't like to go in VR a whole lot, but he convinced her that she needed to go in here and for a video to get the fans of his channel wanted to see Rowdy Girl, right? That's what he convinced her, that the
Yes,
fans wanted to see her. And then he surprised her in the middle of the Tilt Brush world was this little stand with a little VR ring in it, and it was adorable. It was
That
so
was
cute.
so cute. Yeah.
It was really
It was so
adorable.
cute. It was adorable. So kudos, my man Rowdy for doing it. That was really cool.
So cute.
Maybe I learned something. I can do something like that for my wife, but I don't know if I don't know if I could even make a circle in Tilt Brush. It'd be pretty bad. She might have to try a square.
Everything is possible in VR. Just
Everything is
every-
possible.
I know there's so much
can do
creativity in VR right now with folks doing the artistic creation, the modeling. Have you guys?
Yeah.
And so let's ask about. Have you guys tried creating models in VR with any of the
Oh yeah.
programs that are out
I
there, like
tried-
Tilt Brush or Oculus Medium or anything like that?
Yeah.
Any
Yes,
artwork?
actually did.
We went into Masterpiece VR where you can draw
Oh.
3D stuff
That's fun.
together, multiplayer.
Uh-huh.
That's really fun. And I tried drawing her. So I tried drawing Cherry and her afro.
Do you have
It's really
that
good.
somewhere we can? Do you have that somewhere on Twitter or your channel where you can go see the picture?
It was
So our
actually
fan-
a
that'd be
live
so cool.
stream. So it's
Yeah.
Oh, you live streamed it?
Yeah.
Okay, so
It's
that's a
almost
good reason to go subscribe to Cas and Chary and their YouTube channel and their
not sure
Twitch
if
channel.
she
You guys
liked
have
my
a Twitch
drawing,
channel too. When you stream,
Yeah.
do you stream? What's your preference on where people can view your stream? YouTube or Twitch?
We actually
have
stream on
one?
both at the same time. So
Oh,
people
both at
don't
the same
need
time.
to
Awesome.
switch if they prefer another one.
Awesome. Well, that makes it easy for old gamer dads like me, sad gamer dads who can't figure out where to go. Next question. I'm glad we got into that question. That was a really good question. Yeah,
It
awesome.
was. It
Props
was.
to
Pat yourself on the back.
pat yourself on the back, Siggy D.
I'll pat them.
Zim called.
Just
Zim
walking
talk-
over.
Hello.
You guys know Zim Talk, right? Zim over on
Yes.
Twitch.
Yes.
Zim called me Siggy D when he was my guest in here, and we did a Dread Halls Escape Challenge, and it has stuck in my mind, and I refer to myself as Siggy D all the time now. So thank you, Zim. Or maybe I should say, feck you, Zim. That's why you always say to me. Feck you, Siggy. Feck you,
It's a
Siggy.
really good rapper name.
All right, so I already talked about this past week being International Women's Day, and what are your thoughts on getting more women involved in VR, whether it be content creation or, as we talked about, artistic medium or music or anything like that? What would you say to inspire women? What would you say to, if you were talking to a room full of women, which we have Vivian up here. Hey, Vivian!
Hey!
There's one cool, amazing lady right there in VR.
Oh,
Yeah, let's hear it for
Vivian.
Vivian in her dress.
hello. Yeah, you look pretty.
Yes.
She does. She looks beautiful. So what would you say to a room, if we had just an event and this was a room full of women in VR, which Altspace has been doing, and you guys were going to talk about, what would you say to them to get them motivated to follow VR, maybe based on your own experience?
I guess you just have to try it, because you can do so much. Not only gaming, you can learn stuff. You can, I don't know, you can watch stuff. You can do so much in VR. I think it's the future, and I think you will definitely encounter it in the future later. So it's always good to just get into it beforehand. That's
Okay.
for me personally.
Try and stay, dive into it and
Yes.
make a friend. I think as you guys, get with someone else that can help you, probably, because
Yeah,
sometimes it's a
not
little
that hard.
daunting to try things by yourself, especially if you're going to go to the next level, as we talked about John not wanting to stream. but he joins me on my streams, and we do a pretty good stream together, I think. So
Oh.
plug,
I always
shameless
have quite a bit of fun doing that.
And yeah, we had a lot of fun in getting to know each other and that sort of thing. So it was cool. It was bonding time with JustJohn. So last show he killed me, or he killed
Someone
me.
called me a wimp in the
and now we're
Discord,
now we're bonding.
or the
Oh, Cas also always calls me when we play together. It's totally the same.
Yes.
It's fine. Still bonding.
Right. So that leads me to an observation. I'm very observant when it comes to watching other streamers. Get to know your competition. I'm just kidding. You guys aren't competition. I'm a VR evangelist. I'm just happy. You guys are my kiddos, in my VR streamer kiddos, the same as the audience as the kiddos. I like to get to know you guys, and like I said, I'm so excited and blessed to be a part. So grateful to be a part of the streamer group that you guys are in. But I notice you guys always seem to play, when you do a video, it's one of you or the other one. There's not a lot of competition. Like JustJohn and I, we like to act like brothers, and we like to be mean to each other, pick on each other over here, as we did when we picked on each other in games.
That's
Gang
cute.
Beast. Don't play this guy in Gang Beast. Yeah, he will exploit, and
Really?
he won't get anywhere.
Ooh,
We will keep that in mind.
But,
I want to take the
So-
challenge now.
You guys are nice in the videos to each other, but there's every time, and
Oh, we argue.
you kind of think, I don't know about her. Cherry's like, I don't know about
No.
this Cas, and Cas is like,
No,
I'd like to show her up a little bit. Me. You ever kind of wanted to get into the ring, so to speak?
We do that, and we argue, and then we
Oh, yes.
fight each other.
I'm
Yeah,
such a
yeah.
sore loser. Like I'm really
You
bad.
cannot take it once he loses.
No, but we actually did play more together, I think, before. But our last videos we don't play that much anymore.
Yeah,
At the
because
same
of work
time.
and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay,
Because
so
we're a little bit more
Co-op
busy
games
now,
are limited.
so we try to
Co-op
work
games are limited.
separately.
developers, more co-op games. We have any devs in the house? Work on a
Yes.
co-op game.
Oh.
We need more co-op games in VR.
That's two. We also need
Oh, that
more.
as well. I
Yes.
say big yes to that one.
Hello?
I love co-op games.
Yes. All right, so I thought, maybe you guys would want to, get into a battle, and what better way to do that than, how about some kiss or kill trivia action,
Ooh.
like John and I did on the
Kiss
last
or
show.
kill.
So Kiss or Kill, if you guys weren't around for the last show on February 25th, that's by a developer out of California called Reality Check, and it is a early access in private beta trivia game where you play just like you're on a real game show, and actually the end goal of Kiss or Kill is to produce an actual game show. But right now they're going through testing, and they need people to play it. So we, on the last show, actually did an 8-player live trivia battle royale, And I was in it. Shannon, my producer, was in it. JustJohn was in it. The cameraman, Ghoster, was in it. Lots of people were in it, and it was a whole heck of a lot of fun. So after this show, as we were working to set up the show for Cas and Chary, they reached out to us and said, hey, let's maybe do some Kiss or Kill again. So here we are. I'm ready to get some Kiss or Kill going, but in order to properly do Kiss or Kill live, you got to have a live announcer. And my announcer voice is not the greatest. I don't sound near as good as this guy over here, Mr. JustJohn. But I'm working towards it. Maybe we need to check our audience out there on the SadGamerDad playpen. Maybe someone is in the audience. Anybody? Is there a game show host in the house?
Anyone?
Game show host? Anyone?
Come on, anyone?
I
Anyone
can
out
think
there?
of a few.
We got one.
I see.
It has to
Oh
be
wait,
Alex,
who's this guy? Who's this guy right here? Nick?
It has to be.
Nick with reality check? What is up, man?
How's it going?
All right. Good to see you again. So
Good
you
to
could
see
you would
you.
all right. This is the Nick with reality check. He's a Kiss or Kill. He is the host of Kiss or Kill. All right, you think you can host us a game, man? With
I think it's
Cas and
time.
Chary? All right, you guys want to see a live
Oh.
battle, a grudge match of Cas and Chary and trivia?
Bring it on, Chary.
Kiss or Kill live? All right, I think they're ready. Look, they're over here fighting already.
Let's do this.
Save it for the game. Save it for the game.
Talk to my hands.
Okay, so we're going to take a few minutes to get set up, and I'm going to ask that Cas and Chary will go to the show platforms, as we always do when we have a live event and live gaming in the show here. We put one contestant over here on this platform, the other one over here on this platform, and then we'll raise them up,
Yes.
and you guys will get to see their avatars in action in the game, and then we'll get
Ooh.
Kiss or Kill up here on the screen.
That is
So
so
bear
cool.
with us as we go through that setup. And I'm going to be in here with you guys.
Time to take part of the audience.
All right, let's get an audience, John.
Hey, buddy.
Let's get cozy in the playpen. All right, so here he is. Okay, I'm going to mute myself. So here we go. Let's get it set up.
Ghost. Quick join. So if you just go into the game and hit quick join, it's going to bring you right in.